Cinderella. Once upon a time, there lived a young girl called Cinderella. Cinderella's mother had died, and so her father had married another woman who had two daughters. One day, Cinderella's father went to work and never returned. Cinderella was left at the mercy of her stepmother and two stepsisters, who made her do all the work of the house. Cinderella, it's morning already. Where is our breakfast? Just a moment, stepmother. I am just bringing it out. As soon as Cinderella had laid the breakfast, the stepmother and stepsisters started eating it. Cinderella saved her own plate too, and was about to eat when her stepsister pushed her own plate away. Yuck, I hate it. Yes, now that you mention it, it really is horrible. Mara, do something. Cinderella, are you trying to kill us? What kind of food is this? But stepmother, I have made it the way I always made it. How dare you argue with me? Go and make new breakfast for us. Don't you dare do anything else till we have had our breakfast. And this is what went on in the house every day. The stepmother and stepsister troubled Cinderella without any reason, but Cinderella loved them still and never ever complained. One day, an announcement was made in the village. Let everybody know there will be a royal ball at the palace tomorrow night, and the king's son's bride charming will marry a maiden from a mount. Geese. Everybody from the village is invited. The whole village was excited. Even Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters couldn't stop talking about it in the house, and that's how Cinderella found out about the ball. The royal ball, Prince Charming, the whole village is invited. I will finish my work quickly so we can all go together. Won't it be just wonderful? You, who said anything about you going? You will stay here and please down so till you can see your face jump. And so, with a happy heart, Cinderella saw her stepmother and stepsister dress up and leave for the royal ball the next day. Once, once they, once they had left, she cried bitterly. Suddenly, her room lit up, and Cinderella saw the most beautiful fairy she could imagine. She held in her hand and delicate one, delicate one. Who are you? Get up, child. I am your fairy godmother. I am here to get you to the royal ball. Really? I never knew I had a fairy godmother. But how will I get to the ball? I don't have anything to wear. You don't worry about that, my child. And so, in just a few minutes, Cinderella was ready for the royal ball. As she thanked her fairy godmother and got aboard the chariot, she received word of caution from the fairy godmother. Remember to be back home at 12. Otherwise, the spell will wear off. Soon Cinderella arrived at the palace. As she entered the red ballroom, everyone turned to look who this beautiful maiden was. Nobody could recognize her, not even her own stepmother and stepsisters. Prince Charming walked to her. May I have this done with you? Yes, your highness. And so Cinderella and Prince Charming danced together throughout the evening, till Cinderella had the clock strike. Fairy godmother's word came back to her. She needed to get up before the clock struck 12. Without saying a word, she tore away from the prince's wrath and ran out the palace. The prince ran after her. Wait, wait, what is wrong? Why are you running? I don't even know your name. But Cinderella did not wait or even look back. Her beautiful gold were already turned into wraps again. Her, her hair was coming loose from the perfect bun that fairy godmother had made for her. She didn't even stop when one of the glass slippers came at her foot and fell in palace right away. She ran out the palace gate and vanished into the darkness on a path that led to her home. One home, she went she went back to polishing the shoes that had been given to her, and decided never to speak to anyone about the ball. A few days later, two men from the palace showed up at their door. The lady that Prince Charming fell in love with left behind her glass slipper at the royal ball. The prince believed that such beautiful slip could fit only his beloved, and so we are asking all the girls in the village to try the slipper. The one whom it fit would be the one the prince will marry. If you have any girl in the house, please ask them to try this slipper. Oh, yes, yes, I am sure it were one of my daughters. The slipper would fit one of them. And so both the stepsisters tried to fit their foot into the sleeper one by one. They pushed and pushed but couldn't get their foot in. Look like it wasn't your daughter's after all. Is there any other young lady in the house? No, there isn't. You can leave. As the king's men made ready to leave, suddenly the door of the house was thrown open and Prince Charming himself stood there. Who is this beautiful girl in the upstairs windows? Madam, you have lied to us. I demand just the girl be called for, and try the sleeper. Yes, yes, but she is warriors. Seven girl. Never slept. Cinderella, Cinderella, come down here at once. Yes, stepmother. The moment Prince Charming saw Cinderella, he knew he had found his beloved. He took the slipper from the king's man and slipped it onto her for himself. The slipper fit perfectly in a moment. Cinderella was once again transformed into the beautiful maiden from the night the ball. Prince Charming took her to the place with him. He ordered that the stepmother and stepsister be punished for lying to the king's man and treating Cinderella so badly and rudely. But being the kind-hearted person that she was, Cinderella asked for them to be forgiven. The prince fell in love with her even more for her generosity, and they lived happily ever after.